Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, Part 46. The next morning a man knocked at the cottage door, and tipping his hat to the princess said, "A golden chariot passed me yesterday, and the person within it was saying, 'Go out into the king's highway and search until you find a cottage with a heavy plough leaning against a tree nearby. Enter and say to the princess, whom you will find there, I will guide your plough, and you must go and rest, or walk in the cool green forest, for this is the command of your fairy godmother.'" The same thing happened every day, and every day the tired princess walked in the green wood. Many times she caught the glitter of the chariot, and ran to the highway to give thanks to the fairy godmother, but she was never fast enough. She could only stand with eager eyes and longing heart as the chariot left. Yet she never failed to catch a smile. Once she heard the words, "I do not need to be thanked. We are all children of the same king, and I am only his messenger." Now, as the princess walked daily in the green forest, hearing the wind singing in the branches, and seeing the sunlight filter through the green leaves, there came into her thoughts when she took a needle and began to prick them in the leaves of the trees, and sent them into the air to float to the wind. As it came to pass, people began to pick them up, and holding them against the sun, to read what was written on them. And this was because the simple little words were a part of one of the king's messages. The miracle of the story lies deeper than all this. Whenever the princess pricked the words upon the leaves, she added a thought of her fairy godmother, and sent the leaf out on the breeze to float and fall where it would. And many other little princesses felt the same impulse and did the same thing. Nothing is ever lost in the king's domain. So these thoughts and wishes and hopes, being full of love and gratitude, had no power to die, but to live on forever. They cannot be seen, our vision's too weak, nor heard, for our hearing's too dull, but they can sometimes be felt, and we know not what force it is that's stirring our hearts to more noble aims. The end of the story is not come, but it may be that some day, when the fairy godmother has a message to deliver in person straight to the king, he will say, "Your face I know, your voice, your thoughts, and your heart. I have heard the rumble of the chariot wheels on the great highway, and I know that you are on the king's business. Here in my hand is a bundle of messages from every quarter of my kingdom. They were delivered by weary travelers, who said they could never have reached the gate in safety had it not been for your help and inspiration. Read them, that you may know when and where and how you are to labor in the king's service."